as you've just seen, I'm at my new lake and the pads are up. So the advantage is on my side now. I can see where the pads are. Last time I was here, you couldn't see anything. So now I can fish alongside the pads and start working at a few things. So yeah, as I said, I'm at my new pit in Winslow. I was very surprised. It's Sunday, there's no one here. It's lovely and warm. I was going to come in the morning, but what I thought, if I let the sun come up, warm the water up, I'll catch them in the evening. So rather than come when it's been pretty cold, I'm hoping the evening I can get one. But it looks lovely. I've seen a fish jump, but I wasn't sure what it was, but that was on the roadside. But yeah, let's see how we get on. It looks lovely. It is warm. I don't know why I'm sitting here like this. But yeah, see how we get on. I'm going to go with the method first. While the method's in, I'm going to set the float up. And yeah, let's see what we're going to get. I'm going to go with, on the float, I'm going to go with worm and maggot. And on the method will be betaine and robin red. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, it's about 5:30 now, and I've just seen some feeding bubbles. I'm on the maggot at the moment, on the method feeder. I'm not going to go over to the float, it's a little bit too weedy. I'm going to have to come here in the evening and rake it. I'm going to rake it in front of the pads, but where I'm fishing at the moment is down the side of them. But yeah, a big pile of bubbles came up. So hopefully they're feeding on the maggot and not on the ground bait. So see how we go. It's a nice early one because I wasn't expecting to see them till around 7, but if they're feeding now we've got half a chance. So I'll get back to it and hopefully I can get one. Okay, I'm on my last cast now, only on the maggot though. I'm going to go over to robin red. I introduced some robin red about an hour ago, but what I will say, the reason I'm going to give my maggot another go, I had my first bite out of the lake. It was just a little knock, 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 knock. Nothing become of it. So I thought what I'd do is refresh it and give it another try. But still no one on the lake, but the wildlife is unbelievable, unbelievable. As you can hear the crows, but you can hear everything, but you can't hear a thing, if you know what I mean. You can hear wildlife, but nothing else. But I've seen that fish again, my money on it being a pike. So it's definitely not tench or nothing like that, because tench don't show like that. Tench just give you a nice little roll. But yeah, my money's on pike. But the bubbles seem to have stopped. But I think I've just said, I think it's 6 o'clock now. So I've probably got about 2 hours. But next half hour I'm going to change over onto the robin red and sit on that and see how I get on. But, yeah, I've enjoyed it, even though I haven't caught yet. It's just still feeling the lake, isn't it? If you've been following me all last season, it took me almost a season to suss out the other lake, but once we found what it wanted, we caught. So the same thing's gonna have to happen here. But yeah, let's see if we can get one, eh? Yeah, as you just saw, I've changed over to the Robin Red now. It's 6:30. No more knocks on the maggot. So what is it? Hopefully within the next hour and a half we can get one on the Robin Red. But it's very quiet. It is quiet. But we'll see. We'll see. Plenty of time. The sun's just come out. It's just on the road bank now. It's not had any sun today, what I can see. It's been overcast. So yeah, plenty of time yet. Another hour and a half. It's not the witching hour yet. Come. Okay, well, it's almost time to pack up. I'm hoping I've caught pads moving. I've tried to record it. You can see the pads moving when the bait is, but they might just be small. But it's good. I don't know. I might sit it out for a little bit longer. It's a lot darker than it looks on the video. It's turned really cold, really cold. I can see why this lake takes so long to warm up, because it's, like I said in my other video, it's in a valley and it drops really quick. I think I'll stick it out for another half hour, see how we get on. If not, I'll be back in the week and we'll continue it again. But hopefully we could get one this session. But it's all trial and error at the moment, isn't it? All trial and error. So if I don't see you, we'll carry on the video on Tuesday. Well, as you just seen, it's a different day. It's not Tuesday, it's Saturday. It's a week on. I couldn't come in the week, but what I did do in the week, I popped down on Thursday and raked a bit. Done a fair bit, but there weren't much out there. But what I did do, I went into the pads a bit more. But a few changes today. I've brought some of that. What I have done is just added to my my ground bait. Just mixed it in, just to give it a bit more flavour as it breaks down. I'm on two methods today. I've bought two rods, two methods, one with Robin Red and one on sweet corn. I suppose they've been in about 40 minutes now and nothing. But as you can see, that's not mist, that's fog. That's, yeah, that, I mean, I drove all the way in it, all the way here in the fog. Yeah, it's not too cold. I thought it was going to be colder than it was, but I've had no knocks yet. Yeah, that's about it to start with. I'll come back to you. I'm going to have a recast now. As you can see, I've got my little low GoPro behind me. There's meant to be the odd shower today, and I'll be here till my normal time, about 1 o'clock. But yeah, let's see how we get on. The water looks good. It looks good, but I don't know if it's warmed up at all yet. But yeah, let's see how we get on, eh? Be positive. Let's have a tench. Well, as you can see, time's moved on. It's about 9:30 now. All the fog's lifted. The sun's just stuck its head out and it's nice. But as you can see, I got really cold. Even though back in the video I said it was quite mild. It did get really cold. But I've not had a knock. I've seen some bubbles right over though. But there's nothing moving at the moment. But I'll keep at it. I did throw 3 balls of ground bait out round both of them to see if I can encourage some fish around the area, and that's what I'm hoping to do over this season, is keep these spots clear, because fish, they're what's the word, where they're being fed they will go back, and that's what I'm hoping for. If I keep feeding these 2 swims, they'll keep going back there. I could keep going right around the lake, but what I'm hoping, like as I said, is to keep that spot clear. And the more you get little fish in there, it keeps the weed down. It just gives you that little edge. But nothing yet. I've not even seen any little fish. But that was cold this morning, and it tells me that that temperature of that water is still cold, because if you watch my other bit of the video, I've spoke about this place. They reckon it wakes up really late, and I can see why. And it doesn't get that. This is the first time I've been here in the morning, and that's the only sun that gets. And what's that now? 9:30. So I suppose come 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, that's them crop of trees will block the sun out. But obviously, as the year goes on, the season, it'll get higher in the sky. But yeah, if it ain't out first thing in the morning, it's not going to get a lot. But see, if you think about where the sun is now, you'd think where I am will be the warmest part of the water because it's here. But it's not penetrating at all for it to warm the water. But yeah, see how we get on. I think I'll be back in the week again to keep raking, but obviously this video's not over yet, nowhere near. But I'd just like to get a bleep, just a bleep to tell me that the fish are out there. But because this lake is full of fish, absolutely full of fish. And I'm hoping, can you see them bubbles out there? I might have to cast on top of it. I'll see if I can get that. That's it there. See them? I might have to cast on top of that, you know. That's the second lot I've seen out there. Yeah, I'm going to give that a go. Well, unfortunately, I can't get at it. The tree's too low, and I don't want to leave all my tackle up in the tree. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. And maybe next time I come, I'll put one out there. But see, that is the roadside swim, and people do say the roadside. But a few bubbles in the pads. But nothing yet anyway. But, we'll keep at it, eh? Have my coffee, see if I can warm up a bit, and hopefully see you in a bit. Okay, while the rod's out of the water, I thought I'd run it through, because I don't think many of you have seen these rods before. They are Northwesterns. They're 12 foot, 1¼ pound test curve. I used to use them for the barbel. Got a great tip on them, and I didn't want to come up here with my 2¼ pound test curve rods. That's a bit of an overkill on this poor little lake. But the reels, I normally shout about my Shimano's, but I bought these to replace my Shimano 3.5s because the 3.5s have had their day. These are just normal two. I've got two reels exactly the same. They're nothing special. They do their job. The line, £10. A corn feeder, method feeder, and on the end, a bit of sweet corn. So yeah, there's the bit of tackle. I mean, they cast lovely. I think they're just enough for in here, 1¼ pound. So yeah, that's the tackle. Let's refresh it. I have seen bubbles in the pads, so fingers crossed. They like a bit of sweet corn. Okay, well, I'm into the last hour now. Well, of this session anyway. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it in the open water. I've been fishing up to right close to the pads. There's a few bubbles out in the open water, so I'm going to stick it out there for the last hour. Let's see how we get on, eh? Fingers crossed we get one. Yep, it's now day 3 of the video. It's a week gone by, it's now Saturday. I have been here in the week raking. I did pull a hell of a lot out on the corner of the pads, but I was well pleased. By the time I'd finished it, it was just pulling through. So I know that out there now I'm fishing. I'm not sitting on a load of weed. But I've made some changes from last week. Just as I was leaving, I was talking to another fisherman out over on the roadside, and right under his feet, the tench, well, it might have been just one tench, but he was proper ripping it up. So I thought, well, we both put our heads together and thinking it was bloodworm. So rather than sit on my laurels, I went out and bought something. Bloodworm pellet. I do like the size of these pellets. They're a good size, very good size. Some tiny bloodworm pellet, just to put in the ground bait, and that's the ground bait I'm using. So yeah, see how we get on with it. They ain't been out there that long actually, but what I will show you now is the bubbles that I saw when I first got here. I don't know how they were made, you know, there's birds and everything on here, but it's right in my spot. And yeah, there was quite a few bubbles in the area, and they've calmed down now, obviously, but yeah, it was a lovely sunrise, lovely sunrise. But, yeah, see how we get on. Hopefully we get one this session. Yeah, fingers crossed. We'll have one. Well, as you can see, time's moved on. It's 11:30 now. I've not seen anything since this morning. But the bird life is phenomenal here. There's everything here, everything. I've even saw a bat. A bat. It could only be 10 minutes ago, flying around this lake looking for flies. Now, I don't know if that's coincided with the mayfly waking up, but I tried to video it. So what I'm hoping, when I get home, I can find some video with that bat on it. It's only a small one. I couldn't believe it when I see it. I could not believe it. So I'm going to sit here as long as it takes. I'm going to go as well, 1, 2 o'clock, see if there's any movement, because when I left last time at 1, they were feeding on the roadside, so I'm going to still give it a good go. But it's lovely and warm, absolutely lovely and warm. Too bright for me though, but I'm going to sit it out. Yeah, let's see how we go. I've been changing it like I normally do, and feeding it every half hour, that sort of thing. But no, nothing yet. The good thing is, under the pads, it's full of shade, and I'm fishing tight against them, so that's not a bad thing. They're not sitting out in the middle of the sun, you know, trying to find shadows or shade. It's already there for them, so that's a good thing. Right, let's see if we can get one. Yeah, session number 4. As you just seen, I'm on the float now. It's a float ledger. I didn't start on the float ledger. I was on a self-cocker to start with, but the trees were causing me so many problems with my cast. I had to change over onto the float ledger. I'll talk about it in a bit. It's a good way of fishing. It keeps the float where it is and everything else, but I've got red maggot with me, I've got my ground bait with me, and I've got some caster with maggot, and obviously my 2 ground baits. But when I first arrived here, there were bubbles, tiny little bubbles, and second cast in, what did I get? Have a look at this. Okay, now this is what we came here for. Look at that. Ain't they just the prettiest fish? Look at that. Superb. Lovely little fight on the float. But yeah, superb. Thank you. Yeah, hey. What a great little fight he gave me. Great fight, especially on the light tackle. And not soon after that, I think it was the next cast I put in, I had another one, but it pulled off. But yeah, but since then I've not had nothing. It's about 9:30 now, and they were about 6:30 this morning. So I think what I done is scared them all back into the pads. But I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to give it till 11, 12, because this easterly wind's not good. It's a bit chilly, and it's bright sunshine. So what I might do is come back in the morning with the float and go again. But see how we finish up here. I won't talk too much anymore because I think this video is going to go on for about an hour. So yeah, see how things go. Let's see if we can get one more for you, eh? So, well, as promised, I thought I'd take you through my float tackle. The rod is a 12-9 puddle chucker. It's from Drenham. Great rod, great rod. I can get down to £2 on the bottom, so yeah, that's good. Reel line is normally 6, and I think that's 5 on there. Right, Mitchell Excellence. I think I've had that 40 years now. All I ever use it for is float fishing. So, yeah, spot on reel. 40-year-old. Okay, floating ledger. There's my tiny little ledger weight. Look, that line there is £3, and that's a 14 hook. I'll get them pre-tied for the float anyway. Nice little loop. Now, the float. You've seen this float before with me, but it runs up and down. There's a float rubber there, and what you do, you overset the depth. So as it sits like there. There's the lead there, and it sits like that. You can have it cocked right up, but the more you do it that way, further up the line, the more sensitive it is, the more quicker you can hit the bite. So yeah, the float ledger is so easy to set up, and not many people use it, but it's very sensitive, very sensitive. The slightest little knock on the ledger and you're in. And the only reason I went over on it is because I couldn't cast it out the other float. If the wind's too hard or too strong, I mean, this one just cuts through it. You can underarm it. You don't have to cast over the top. Underarm it, and obviously you don't have to have tiny little weights. You can have as much weight on that as you like, and you can put it right out. And that's how I caught my tench yesterday, and that's the one I missed as well. So yeah, I hope you understood it, because I did once upon a time. I drew a diagram for it, but yeah, look it up on the internet. Float ledger, or link ledger as they call it. Yeah, that's my tackle. Let's carry on. Well, I'm finally going to wrap the video up. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Hit the subscribe button, even hit the like, even leave a comment. I'd love to answer your questions. Yeah, we worked hard. Well, I worked hard for him. I did work hard. I suppose it's taken 3 weeks. It could be 3 weeks, could be just under a month. Yeah. So, well, we got him. We did get him. I'll see you soon. And I think I'll be off to my other pit. If not next week, the week after. So if I don't see you soon, tight lines.